Greetings everybody, Battery H here. Welcome to another episode of Airport CEO. Well, let's see what's here. What's going on here? Repair, runway repaired. Okay. We've got a lot of planes stacked up here for some reason or another. Probably should build a couple of taxiways off of this bad boy just to... all seem to be stacked up here, ready to take off, ready to land. So we'll see if that'll unfarkle itself here in a few minutes. We were at the point where we were starting to put together our other taxiway plan. So we're going to continue that here momentarily. Okay. One interesting way to do things, I guess. Or is our... Path is currently packed by other. Okay, well, that's nice to see that we've got some, pathing concerns yet a little bit, I would say. Okay, let's take a look and see what we have still here from last time. Construction, we have all contractors deployed. Great. We've got a little bit of money. So I think what we're going to start to do is build the next taxiway down here. And that'll get all of our planes to the appropriate spots here, I think. We'll speed things up a little bit here as our contractors and equipment start to come flowing in. Moving our contractor area right over there is probably the best thing we ever did because it seems to have alleviated all the car jams, which were responsible for some pretty mega backups. And once this taxiway is built, we'll demolish this one here, I think, and perhaps extend one down this way. Are we finally out of gate 1? Yes, we're finally out of gate 1. And as you can see, we have people beginning to work here. Quickly, 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 young men, quickly. Now, as a rule, we don't really have we should have all of our runways, our takeoffs and landings going in one direction, so we'll open up that taxiway as these folks get finished. So we can see they're already starting to build the next section on. With parallel taxiways, there shouldn't be any reason for folks to get hung up any longer. Let's check our flight planner for the next couple of days. Today is Friday, and Saturday we're running out of flights. So let's take a look at Crown Aviation. Do we have more weekly flights, or is this a daily? This is a one-time flight. Let's just stick that in there today, why don't we? Yeah, that'll give us a few days worth of stuff, and then we've got once daily. Here's a daily flight. Put that one there, and that should give us a couple of flights in any event. North Myrtle Beach in the mornings is always a good place to leave from. So we've got, yeah, CLM looking at possibles. And Skylink, of course, is always one of our favorites. A daily flight there wouldn't hurt. I think for Gate 4 we started to sign Olympics. Daily once daily. Felker Army Airfield, Fort Eustis, United States. Oh, well. But we confirm that flight right there. And okay, looks like we have everything set up in there. We just have to finish adding our taxiway mode. And let's get the old bulldozer of failure out. And have that area taken down a couple of notches. He's decided to go over to runway 9, I see. Well, that's nice. Let's get that repaired as well. Conditions up to 100%. Person can't find a reachable security point. I can't claim their baggage. This is getting a little annoying. Okay. Have we cleared our jam up over here? Mostly. We'll get the runway fixed up. Our next step is going to be to expand our gate areas, but how are these doing? 626 out of 800, so expires in 3 days, 21 hours. So that's nice to see that our Hilltop Cafe is doing well. Let us sign a contract with this business room here. Now, why is this not letting us? There we go, right click. Right click, gotta keep remembering what's what. Next stop is going to be to produce some flooring. Contract is not completed. Contract is not completed, but we're getting closer to our 696, so it expires in 3 days, 17 hours. And this one, yeah, not even going to come close. I don't understand what their let's see if I can just set these as regular taxiway nodes, and if that's going to make any difference whatsoever. I'm wondering why we're having so many holdups at this gate for. Okay, that's what it is. They're looking for holding points specifically. Okay. So we have to do this to all the runways. Although, for some reason, it's just not seeming to work properly. why this then causes the I still think they have to optimize their pathfinding just a little bit. Okay, now we're getting some pushback. And everybody's taking off now. That's good to see. Okay. Our next big procurement bit, I think, is going to have to be... Oh, there's a travel document scanner. Night flights are 150,000. And that's going to give us a day to fix. So we're going to work on that, and then we'll be able to start running some flights even at night, which will be kind of cool. We'll keep the volume down a little bit, but should allow us to push through a number of more people, spread our flights out a little bit in the mornings, those sorts of things. And more importantly, it'll give our cafes and things like that plenty of time to gain enough people to meet their goals. Probably should upgrade that grass runway just so that we can get a better class of planes in. Right now there really isn't a better class of planes, but that's okay. I'm not sure outside of having, you know, non-runway holding points what they're going to do to optimize taxiway pathfinding, because that is going to pose an issue going forward, I suspect. Repair our gates over here. Got to keep them in good repair. They are the lifeblood of your airport. Okay, now we're starting to get some people and passengers, and better yet, fuel getting pumped into planes, and we always like that so that there's more and more people. Come on, come on, come on! Give us the cash! Give us the cash! Give us the cash! Okay, let's take a look at how today is stacking up on the flight planner mode. Another CLM flight in there, maybe, eh? And starting tomorrow, well, we can get another Olympic flight in there, I guess. The Olympus organization. From Cuba? No, I don't think so. Flight gate 1 is gone. I suppose there ought to be an option to either... I understand the desire to assign it to a gate, but to assign maybe a gate to an airline. Right now we're not doing that. If there's an option to just find an open gate or designate reserve gates, that kind of thing, so that these airlines can, when there's a reserve gate or two, so when there's an overflood that we can have them divert to another gate. You'll find that happens at airports. The plan is to put them someplace and they end up going somewhere else just because, well, their gate wasn't available. Or have a holding area. So far, though, I have to admit, I am very, very happy with the game as a whole. Oh, we've met our contract. So if we put another cafe fridge in there, maybe we can... Then I think we're going to get rid of a bunch of our contractors so that we can... We'll dismiss 61 of them. Small vegetarian restaurants. Well, Swift Veg. Go get them, sunshine. Away they go. There go our gate agents. Nope, still not quite there yet. But with all those folks gone, that should help us out considerably. Okay, let's see here. It's time we started making some of these places look a little nicer, maybe? What do you think? Nicer places for people to work, nicer places for... Fancy wood, fancy mats. Okay. Wow, I think that actually is starting to work. Let's take a look at the flight plan. Now, as you can see, our day has completely opened up. Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. We'll now be able to move some flights in and around here. Daily flights to... Unfortunately, it isn't going to let us have some flights that spend the midnight hour over, but I'm hoping they'll fix that. Although the way they daily schedule, they may not be able to. And we need to get our... I think that's looking better. Excellent. Well, I think we've actually made some progress. We've got the dual taxiway set up. Upgrade to asphalt, upgrade to concrete. Let's make this a concrete runway there. And repair it. And then it's much better off. And look, this means general aviation can take off at night as well. Wow, a lot of instrument-rated pilots. Isn't that awesome? Well, that means that they'll continue to cycle in and day out, which will just give us some easy money all the way around. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode of Airport CEO. Thank you all so very much for watching. You know the drill. If you've liked it, a thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, leaving a comment especially. Let me know what you guys think of this series so far and where you think I ought to take things next. That would be great to hear from you all. So until next time, everybody, have a great day. Happy landings.